Hey, welcome everybody. Alright, welcome to the stream. Tonight, we will be going over and practicing for League Start. So this is the plan for League Start. We are doing a Flicker Strike Impale character. And while I know a lot of this looks awful defensively, my real goal here is to make sure I can achieve a reasonable DPS amount. So to that end, I only have 3 items. Abyssus is something I'm still arguing about. It's a lot of damage, and I think I'll be fine with the even with the increased physical damage. The Watcher's Eye is optional because this is hard to get at the beginning and is usually very expensive anyway. So even if we take that out, we're still just fine on damage. But yeah, so that's the very basic plan of the Flicker Strike League Starter. And so today on stream, we're going to be doing some practice runs. And it's really just leveling it up, seeing how it feels. So hopefully I did a mule earlier. I know I did a mule earlier at some point, but I don't know soon enough. So the overall plan is we're gonna League Start Marauder, but because I hate all of the Marauder starting skills, I'm going to immediately make a Duelist and mule over a Splitting Steel gem. I feel like it's a much better thing to have and level with. So that's the plan there. And it's gonna be, well, I mean, honestly, it's gonna be slow, but that's okay. Because my objective with the starter is just to hit maps and then start blasting through maps, which Flicker Strike is good at. If nothing else, Flicker Strike can do that. I'm trying to get these crabs off me. To work. Yeah. That is the overall plan. I'm pretty stoked for the new league. It looks really good in my opinion. Oh. There we go. We want the two-handed sword. Okay. We have a green in here somewhere. That isn't a bow. I guess we do have to take the 3. Yeah, that's a 3-link bow. We gotta take it. Maybe I do a bow skill. Probably not. Or we just buy something with my 3 wisdom scrolls. See, I want to like Molten Strike, but it's so easy to get stun locked in the beginning of the game. Rough. Alright, do we have 2 green? If not, I guess we can just go no links. Ooh, 2 green, 1 red for 1. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Sweet. Alright, now let's see if I did mule over. I'm not going to use most of the things in here, but I did mule a Splitting Steel earlier today that I think I've still got in here. There we go. Alright. So we're going to take that off, put Splitting Steel here, Call of Steel, take this off, put that on. And sell all this. God hasn't abandoned us. Change this to live chat. There we go. And Let me see. I don't know if I'm getting... My pretzel integration does not seem to be working. Try and reload it. Why is it not? Sorry for the pause, everybody. Huh. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, not paying attention. Oh no, I don't want that. Oh well. I'll figure it out later. How are you guys doing tonight? Are you excited about the new league? I am. I am quite excited. But I'm mostly excited about some of the item changes and some of the new builds I've thought of. Like, I have a new plan for a Herald of Thunder build, and I'm very excited about it. So a lot of my motivation is, you know, just gonna get some currency so I can make my second and third builds. I need some armor, that's what I need. I always start new leagues or start new characters, and immediately I'm trying to dash around. I think it's the habit that I have to break every time. Trying to use a movement ability as soon as I've created a character. Ooh. Keep that. Might use that later. That's incredible. Medium life flask. There we go. We got great stuff, honestly. Got a 3-link chest right off the bat. Hopefully that happens on Friday. Okay, well, we got a portal scroll, so let's go ahead and use that. Ancestor Call, chance to bleed, onslaught. Oh, we're gonna keep that. Everything else I can sell, though. Yeah.
What little help I can. Take care.
Identified. Some virus. We'll keep it just in case we use it. Do I go this way? I feel like going this way and respecking later is the right call. Getting flat armor right off the bat is gonna be so helpful. Immensely helpful. Alright, most dangerous part of the game. Okay, so we got that way. I guess I could go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? It's right here. I like the vest we have there, or the chest we have. We could use a better weapon. For sure. Or gloves, or boots. My least favorite part at the beginning of the game. Oh, that's not true. What is my least favorite part of the beginning of the game? Oh, here we go. What's this? 6 to 14, a little bit of cold damage. Actually worse. I mean, I get a shield, but I don't think I'm too worried about it. Keep going. But you know what? It might be my least favorite. I don't know. There's so many bosses that I find obnoxious. I suppose it depends on what I define as early game, because I think the most obnoxious boss to me is the Brine King. It's probably my least favorite way to start. Which I don't think is a terribly difficult fight. I just find a lot of his mechanics very annoying because I play melee so much. I can't wait for them to be gone. 1 to 2 physical for 5 to 19 plus 10 dexterity. It's not too bad. Okay. Go ahead and grab these levels. Since that's going to help us a great deal early on. Oh, I'm out of. Iron ring. There we go. That. Where is the third? If there it is. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and put this on. And keep moving. Here. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the depths first. overall time does not matter to me. I'm going to be slow anyway. I'd get a shabby jerkin, but I would rather have the armor. Which I have equipped, right? Yeah, okay. Cannot wait for Arch Nemesis to be gone. Maybe that's what I find currently most annoying. Just some Arch Nemesis mods are really aggravating to deal with. Nope, that's not the right way. I never know the right way to go here. I don't know that I've ever seen this layout before, actually. Oh, there we go. Okay. Longsword. And that's it. 13 to 31. Really good. That's probably gonna be my new sword. No shields for us. Oh, we do have this though. How long have I had that? Oh, for several levels. I'm good at this game. Very skilled. Hey, welcome. How's it going? Not the right way. And I need dash. Man, I'm just way behind. I hope you are not here to watch skilled gameplay. Although what we are doing is testing out our league start and seeing if we make the progression a little smoother. But I'm not too worried. Splitting steel usually feels pretty nice to start. We're just gonna pick up a little more dex than usual. This duelist usually gets plenty of dex and doesn't have to worry about it. Marauder, on the other hand, is pretty much just strength on the travel nodes. Way. Ooh, okay. I think my chest plate's better than the one that's on the ground right there. There we go. Suppose I should be picking up those boots anyway. Like, even the base stats are going to be better than my stats. I feel like mid-leveling, that always gets me, is I don't pay attention to my gear while leveling. All right, chain boots. We'll go with those. All right, need one more level worth of dex, and then I can equip my new sword. Ooh, no damage. Got a waypoint, need a level. There we go. Grab that. Equip the new sword. And we do more damage. Just in time, too. Oh, we can get cleave. Then new tech going. Here, not really. There is a waypoint somewhere around here. Did I just miss it entirely? It wouldn't be the first time. Now there it is. 2 red, 1 green. I don't think I want that. I feel like that doesn't do me any good. Hellbone Rapier. Any good? Taking damage? Nope. Give me that back. I want that chroma. Yeah, we'll just sell everything else. That's fine. Coral Amulet would have been better, but oh well. Ooh. Wisdom. Yeah. All right, now let's hit this teleporter and go back. Go back to town. Turn in some quests. And pick up some skills. Let's we do melee splash for later. And then what? Molten Shell or Ancestral Protector or Decoy Totem? Do we want Decoy Totem? We might actually. Yeah, we'll go Decoy. I have dash, please. Oh, you know what it is. I don't get dash, I get leap slam. Do I have any other red? Do I not have any red? I guess I have red right there, that'll work. Leap slam, please. Oh no, there's dash. Why don't I have dash? Oh well. I'll put decoy totem right here. Clear that out. Alright. I'll go ahead and grab some health and grab Born to Fight to kick us off. And let's see. Seems I have broken my... streaming server somehow. Interesting. Oh well. Alright, to Prisoner's Gate we go. Welcome everybody. Alright, let's go. We wasted enough time on that. Guess I do need to do these.
I cannot do this yet.
I almost made it. Ooh. Nice early or refusing. A level. Let's go. I'm pretty excited for the new league mechanic as well. I think it's going to be pretty refreshing. Especially being able to save up some. Because it doesn't seem like it's going to be... I don't know, it's involved. Because Calandra had some of that too, right? Where you just like run up to the pedestal, pick your thing, and then leave. Finally some gloves. Want this one or this one? We want this one. Excuse me, I'm doing something. Yeah, but Calandra had that where it was delayed, like you would eventually build something or you could run it later, pick up the mirror. But Calandra had like the min-maxing across all of the paths, right? So you would have to like try and maximize how long your path was and get the most advantageous things at the end of the path. And it seems like from a high level we're not gonna have to deal with that in Inner Sanctum, which I think is good news. I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, it's still hard to say before we're in the league. I don't know. I enjoy the game, so it's good or bad league. I'm still gonna play. Probably played more Calandra than I did Sentinel. I liked Sentinel more as a league. It's just played more Calandra. But I also got more invested in Calandra. Like I started building my own builds almost from the ground up. And that, I think, made a big difference for me. I was able to get deep enough into a build that it wasn't me copying anything, it was me figuring things out. Worth killing? I feel like you're not worth killing. Oh. All right. Had to take my sweater off. A little warm. I've got a decoy totem. I'll be fine. Oh, I do no damage. Like the definition of ZDPS. Uh-oh. I hate they give me a very small area in which to fight him. I mean, I could drag him out, but what's the fun in that? Nope. Okay. Feeling pretty weak right now. But we did get some slippers, so maybe we'll get some move speed. Hey, move speed. There we go. Need to find a place to put our dash. Yeah, that'll work right now. 15 to 23. Much better attack speed too. That the way to go? Well, we'll see. We'll test it out. We'll test it out and see how it goes. Let's see how bad I am. 43 minutes. Who doesn't race in PoE and it shows? It's me. Honestly, I'm happy if I make it to maps in ish amount of time. I'm usually day 2 into maps, but I can't like do a ton. Go eat rice, LBT? Hey, I want to offer promotion to your channel viewers, followers, bots. Oh, dude. You're gonna offer me views? Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no. Pretty sure that's against terms of service. But thanks. Let me just go and Eh. Selling bots. Block user. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Okay. Back to the game. I hope people, I mean, I know people are, right? Otherwise bots like that wouldn't exist, but I hope people are aware, for the most part, that, you know, buying views, buying followers, it's not something that works. Like, I'm no personal authority on it, right? Because I only have so many subscribers on YouTube. But, plenty of resources out there that are pretty clear how that can impact, you know, your streaming and content creation. One of those things where it's like, if it's too good to be true, it's probably a scam. Level. Where are we at? I think switching to the axe was a correct call. Two-handed sword was not doing us any favors. Flicker Strike is OP. That's why we're going. Flicker Strike. Large mana flask, very nice. We will take it. Why am I fighting you? Oh. You're gonna be gone next league. No more stealing fused. No more. Chaos Orb in Act 1? Nice. I've actually noticed much more currency overall. At least in the axe, it seems like. Not in Kalandra, but like after all of the patches in Kalandra, it seems like the amount of currency in general through the axe is increased. I think in endgame they feel about the same, but early game. Boots? No, we have moved speed boots. Get out of here. That over here. Identify this. Put that on. That and this. All right, let's go find Fairgraves. Over here? Yep. I've got no damage. I feel like I'm gonna have to grab a frost bomb in order to get through. Ooh. Do I have a green? Yeah, let's put this over here and put this helmet on. That's a nice helmet. It's a very nice helmet. All right, let's go. Think. Oh, we gotta go pick that up. The real question I don't have an answer to is how much is a terminus going to be on day one? They're usually not very expensive, but I usually only have like 10 or so chaos by the time I need one, which should be plenty, but we need one, so. Because it's just a risk for us. You have to deal with it. That's alright. Okay. Nope. Oh, let me identify this sword. 1729. Ah. mean, it is better than what I've got, but it's also faster. Oh, well. We have it. It's more damage and also faster, so it's better. Right way? Seems right. Alright. I do find this fight annoying. And it has a lot more to do with me not being very good at the game than anything else. Oh, you know what I could do though? Could be better at the game. Oh, I dashed into that. You know what? This didn't go too bad. Okay. Clear out all of this stuff. No, I still want that. Not better. And not better. All right. Alright. Go back, turn everything in, sell some stuff, and move on to Act 2. Hour in. Not awful. It's not great. Not awful. Even for a blow. I might mess with Static Strike a little bit. And I've put myself in a situation here, huh? Okay, let's sell stuff now. Do I want to sell this? I'll wait. No, I wanted to exit out of that. Okay. Vitality, Leap Slam. We grab Vitality, I think. So nice to have. Could go this way. Grab swords. Right. Alright, let's move vitality over here. Up here. Greater mana flask. I'm getting great drops for mana flasks. Did I grab it already? Yeah, I did. Okay.
I update.
1 hour act 1. Fly. Where? There you are. Do I even need to bother with this anymore? I guess I do. Especially when I dash into the middle of a bunch of cave beasts. Two-handed sword. Ooh, a 3-link two-handed sword. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's an incredible sword for beginning. Alright. Sweet. Alright, level 17. Let's go. If we can get that before we get to Bandit Lord Friend at the bridge, be in good shape. We probably won't. He is not that far away. That reminds me, I need to go back to Act 1, maybe? I don't know. I probably need to go find a third link for splitting steel. Alright. I'm done with you. Taking too long. Upgrade those. Yeah, we're not gonna hit level 17 before. That's okay. Oh, you are. You're a sentinel. Nope. Done with you. Bye.
I cannot do this yet.
I want nothing to do with you.
Your trap.
On the bright side, we're tanky enough that you can't do much to us. But I'm just... Eventually. There we go. Grand Life Flask. I'll take a look at the vest. Probably not gonna do it because it's... Level 18, level 17. Okay. Yeah, we need to find some things. Decoy totem up here. So let's go back here. We get a belt and sell. I sell this. No. Medium mana. Strength, life, armor, fire res. Yeah, it's better than my current belt. Okay. Do that, and that's pretty much it. Two chaos already though, so that's good. Let's see. You switch skills here. I'm going to Act 1 to look at my skills.
Hello.
And see what supports I have an option of. Ancestral Call is 1, Chance to Bleed is 1. Plus, unfortunately, not a lot of these help me with... you know what? I think Maim helps me. It's splitting steel. We'll do that. We'll also grab Flicker Strike and start leveling it up. And Precision and start using it. Alright. Now that we've spent a bunch of Wisdom Scrolls that we might not have. There we go. Back to... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Do I have access to Frost Bomb? I'm gonna try without it, but do I have access to it? Does not look like it. Alright. Oak might be a little rough. It'll be okay. You just need to hit level 17 before we fight Oak. There it is. And for the path up. I want level 17 so we can switch to that new sword. Because Oak has a very nasty habit of not taking damage. Which is why I was looking for Frost Bomb, because if I could take Frost Bomb, I can mitigate his other nasty habit, which is to heal a lot. Great helmet for me. And I'm still out of wisdom. But that did level us up, so switch, and we need places to put these skill gems. Oh no. Wait, which one do we need more? Oh, we're just leveling Flicker. Okay, we're good. We're okay. Grand Mana Flask. I'm just minding my own business. Okay. Level 18, okay. Oak. So this is what Oak's fight looks like at the moment. We'll get there eventually. Ooh. That heal, that hurt. Stop healing. Please. Okay. Now we just need the waypoint. There it is. Do anything turn in? No. Hey, welcome. On our way to fight a Lyra and a giant spider. But pretty excited. We got a great weapon to begin with. All right. Wait, isn't Alira on the same side as the portal? Remember correctly? Yes, she's right here. Hello. Eventually, we will have damage, and then we can just kill things. At least, you know, on the bright side, we have enough health and armor that a lot of these fights are just, we could just sit here and slugfest with them. And it could be worse. I could be using Molten Strike. Where is the road? There it is. All right. Now we get in another slugfest. Up if we recharged our splitting steel. All right, spider fight time, and then. Is it a Chamber of Sin? Yeah, Chamber of Sin. Fortunately, our next couple levels, not this one, because we're going to be getting a pathing node, but after that, we'll be working on damage. Because most of our passives so far have been non-damage. Now we're here. Means we can go into here and into here. That's gonna be big for us. Should make a nice little difference. And life flask. And a dead end. I'm trying to think of when I can realistically start Flicker. I think the soonest I can honestly try and do it is 38. And even that is a little, can be a little rough. "38 is the first level we get multi-strike. We 100% need. I'm thinking about it, and I think while the requirement to be level 38 and to have multi-strike isn't going to go away, previously it was really hard to use Flicker Strike right off the bat without like a 4-link at least. Because you have Flicker Strike, and then multi-strike, and then melee splash, and one piece of damage. But now, because we're gonna have a melee splash on the tree, 4-link should work for us. What am I doing? All right. Okay, I think melee physical damage, faster attacks, close combat. I don't know if any of these help me. I don't think they do. Just grab melee physical for now. Alright, so the question is, do we go straight for Impale and stick to our plan? Or do we go with sword damage nodes? I think we go sword damage nodes. Yeah, I think we'll go sword damage. Yeah. Yep. That's the right call, because we can get a... we can get a source of frenzy charges here for early game, so 8% chance to get a frenzy charge when you hit a unique enemy. Make boss fighting a little less painful for us. Uh, what else do we want from here? Check out the rings. I think the helmet I have is really good. I don't want to identify those rings. Change my mind. I'm on a wisdom scroll budget. Mostly because I don't remember how many armor scraps I actually picked up. I don't want to sit here and pretend that I'm not going to use all my wisdom scrolls, because that's not an unlikely possibility. Got a fusing though. Oh, mana. Need mana. Seems like everybody's excited for the new league, and that, I think, is a really good place for the community to be as a whole. Because when people are excited, if they can maintain some of that excitement, the game overall will be more enjoyable. It's when you start getting into negativity that I think the game as a whole suffers. It's no fun playing a game and being like, oh man, I'm having fun and finding things, and then somebody's like, you know, you suck for liking this game. That ruins things. I'm very glad that people are excited. And that people are thinking about new things. People are excited about the new items and the new ball skills. And that, I think, is the best part of Path of Exile, is trying to think of new creative things. Let's see, we've got a lab here we need to go through. Let's go find that. Maybe lab. Maybe lab is my least favorite part of a new league. Oh, and I'm planning on doing it with Flicker Strike. Ugh. Oh well, at least I'll be Marauder, so it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's gonna be Berserker Marauder, so, you know. Nothing like Jug. I'm wondering at this point if I should, in preparation for the league mechanic, play some Hades. I've never played Hades, and everybody says that the league mechanic is very similar to Hades. And I love roguelikes, so it's like a, you know, something I should probably play anyway. I like the genre, and it seems to be a very good example. Where is the way out of here? There it is. Alright, take him down. I don't really want to use any of those. I'm already focused into swords. Okay. This. I think if we go a Herald, we go Herald of Ash, but I don't know if we go a Herald. I guess Herald of Purity is actually the right choice. Herald of Purity? Herald of Purity is actually the right call. No question is, can I afford it? I suppose we'll find out. Alright, let's throw a Herald of Purity in here, take it off of here. 51 mana. 8 mana? Yeah, we'll be fine. It's not ideal, but it'll be fine. Yeah, your mana's gone. Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to it. Story of our lives from now on. You're gonna swap at 38? That's my plan, but I'm not sure how well it's gonna go. Because you really can't mess with Flicker Strike until you've got a solid source of Frenzy generation. If we can get a 4-link, I think we'll be in good shape to switch. Also, welcome, Barry. How about you? What is your league plan, or league start plan? Or are you playing? I know some people are taking a break. Went really smooth to X6 for me, but I emulated Melee Splash for the 5-link. Yeah, that's what my plan is. Because I'm absolutely... Let me see if I can get safe. I'm absolutely taking Tribal Fury. Like, I'm getting finished with this, and then I'm going to straight down for Tribal Fury. And then the Attack Mastery for my strike. Like, I think people are underestimating how big the Melee Splash addition to the tree is for strike skills. Because I don't like gem swapping, so I usually, when I'm playing Flicker Strike, I just have Melee Splash all the time. And so, for me, that's, you know, I was just given an extra skill, or an extra support slot. Yeah, and then at 51... hopefully we'll have a terminus, which if I get luck like I did today, because I've gotten two or three Chaos Orb drops already. And usually, you can get a terminus for 2C on day 1. Terminus is really cheap. So if I can get that kind of luck, I'll be in good shape. Probably need to stop leveling up Vitality. Yeah, I did some mapping. It's effectively going to be a 5-link, but I did a 6-link terminus with melee splash. And just like some really basic gear. And it felt pretty good. The other item I'm going to want to go for pretty early on is Rislothus Coil. Which, that one might have to wait a little bit, but that'll be fine. $34 mana. Might have to stop using Vitality anyway. Barry, what are your thoughts on the new league? Excited? Do you like the looks of it, or? I suppose kind of have to break it down. It breaks down into like more than one thing. Some of the changes I think look good. I know there are lots of people who are upset about the replica Conqueror's efficiency being gone, but I think we can overcome it. Like, it's certainly not comfortable, but it's not something we can't overcome even in the Flicker Strike world. Still have the ring and modifiers. It'll just be a lot harder to get to 0. Which I don't think I've ever done anyway. I'm always excited I avoid PoE subreddit. Same. I think the only time I got on the subreddit was to post a build. Which went pretty well for me. I'll probably do it again. But I also think the builds part of the PoE subreddit is much better. Genuinely just people excited about new things. Or trying to help people with new things. I'm pretty excited. But as usual, I'm already trying to think of like what all I need to do in order to kick off my second build. Because I love Flicker Strike, and I really enjoy playing it. But what almost always happens to me is I go into a league with an idea for a build that isn't league start viable. Like, it requires at least one unique that is at least a divine, or that level of rarity. And so I end up like doing enough that I can hit tier 16s and then dedicating everything else to the new build. I'm hoping it'll be a little better this time, because I've League started Flicker before, despite it being a little troublesome. Because again, you've got the Frenzy Charge generation. But despite it being a little troublesome, I've League started it before and really enjoyed it. Because it does get through, like once you've got it going, it gets through maps really well. Hey Pugs, how's it going? Last league I started with a Asked while channeling Volatile Dead. And it was a lot of fun, because I really like Volatile Dead. But it was very slow. And it was like legitimately difficult before I got a Martyr of Innocence. Doing good, me? I'm doing great, man. Excited about a new league for Path of Exile. Hanging out, relaxing after work. Listening to some nice music. Which, let me know if the music is good levels. It looks good on my end, but it's hard to say. Yeah, it's good. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Music's good? Sweet. What I like to hear. It's something I have trouble with. Because a lot of times when I'm listening to music, I don't want to hear anything else. Like I just want to vibe and jam and get lost in the music. But that's not an enjoyable live stream experience. So it's also a lesson I had to learn for videos, because a lot of my go back and watch a lot of my early YouTube videos. A lot of the sound, like the music in the background, is way too high. And it doesn't help that I'm a soft-spoken individual anyway, so... Lessons learned. Portal scroll.
I cannot do this yet.
3... You got a soothing voice. I appreciate it. I try, because, I mean, what I really like, there are all types of streamers, and they fit all types of moods. And all types of content creators that fit all types of moods. And, for me, I like to chill. I like to be relaxed and calm and collected. And there's certainly times where I get excited or get hype. But I don't always need to be turned up to 100, you know? I have no mana. What have I done? Oh yeah. I forgot how much I dislike this boss. That laser is nonsense. Alright, we got mana. I remember this guy, he's a pain. Yeah. It's a lot better if you are more well prepared. I find him painful all the time. I would probably find him less painful if I had more than 30 mana. But I have 30 mana. Oh, you know what I could have done? I have 3 levels. I could have gotten frenzy chargers for this guy. Ow. Alright, so lesson learned here, don't level up vitality. At least. Maybe don't run the Herald of Purity. Let's try and take off Herald of Purity and see what that does. As soon as we get another mana charge back, we'll be good to go. Okay. That is better. Why are you shooting so many lasers? There's an unacceptable amount of lasers. Axe, gloves. Oh, am I full? Get rid of that. Pick up these. Okay. Life, armor, intelligence, energy shield. I mean, it's better than these. Look at him. When you have the damage, he leaves. I mean, I think the issue is at no point in that fight did I have the damage. It's pretty 0 DPS that entire time. That's okay. Made it through. Oh, you know what? We also have 3 levels. Alright, let's grab this. This. Fly. There we go. There we go. Transmute just for me. Etched greatsword. Yes, I can carry this. I will carry that. That's happening. 26 to 54. Might have to pick up a ballistic sash. If you had it, the boss would hide. True. Hey, but I didn't die, so I mean, there's that. Mana flask, warplate. Yes, I can carry this. I want to carry it, so I'm going to carry it. Don't need that. Get that. All right, into the Sarn encampment.
Goodbye.
You are a welcome sight.
Sell items. Don't forget to sell the items. Sell those. Sell. Probably sell. One that I've got is really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that.
Watch yourself.
Okay, now I've got a ton of wisdom. So much wisdom. Two green, one red. That green is onslaught though. I should be okay. See.
There you go. What's up?
You have a rustic sash. You're not the person for a rustic sash. You have a sash. Two wisdom scrolls.
See you.
Now, let's see if I remember this correctly. It's one of these.
Come over here.
Do I remember? No. In an augment? Or is it... This has to be rare. Might have to be rare. We'll do that. Mostly want to know the thing.
How you doing?
Sell. Boom, boom, boom. Nope. Augment? Nope. It is rare belt? Okay, so we've got the rare belt. Is it just these two? No.
Don't do anything I would.
Something else I need. Grab a bunch of the augments. I'm almost positive it's not a chance. I don't think it's fusing, but we'll try it anyway. That's all it should be. Oh, whetstone. You're right. You're right. 100% correct. I didn't remember the currency it was. Thank you.
You're right.
Boom, boom, boom. Sword. Do we use it now? We use it now. So much physical damage. Thank you, Barry. I can never remember the recipes. Which is sad because I've played this game for way too long to not remember them. And you did 3 hours ago. I had to Google it. I was about to Google it. I only started actually... I suppose getting good at the game would be the word I would use, but it's not exactly accurate. I hate Storm Heralds. So much. I'm so glad you're going away. Okay. I'm also gonna skip this song because I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, so for the longest time, like my version of success was getting to red maps. Like for several leagues, if I could get to red maps, I was doing good. And then it was like if I could get 2 watchstones. And only in the past like 4 or 5 leagues have I really like started getting into anything deeper in the game. Like I think the first Uber I fought, well, the first Uber I won against was last league. Which I was very happy about because it was also my build that I did it with. The Herald of Thunder Juggernaut build I did an Uber with. I'm not sure if I'm even going to attempt Ubers. I probably will, but let's see. Oh yeah, I was stoked. I had a ton of fun putting that build together. Is Gargantuan other than big? Saw the skill updates today, and I was reading through because chaos skills or hexes is not something I've ever really paid attention to. Like I use curses, but for the most part I just I use whatever curse is most relevant to me, and then a mark. I mean, that's my setup. Usually using Assassin's Mark and something. But I was looking through patch notes or the 2020 gems, and I noticed the damage on, what was it called, impending doom support. And as I was looking at it, I was like, could I automate this? The answer is no, unfortunately. But I was very excited for a little bit because I was like, I wonder if I can make an auto bomber out of this impending doom support. Unfortunately, impending doom cannot support any triggered curse or hex, so you can't really automate it in any way. You can still build a like a build around it, but you can't can't make an auto bomber out of it, I suppose, is the conclusion there. But it still leaves me with 2 auto bomber ideas, and hopefully I can come up with something more, because I kind of I like the auto bomber playstyle, and I want to find more things, but right now it seems like most of auto bomber is like you have Herald of Agony and Herald of Thunder, and that's pretty much it. Never played one. It's a lot of fun. It can be a lot of fun. They are I mean, the entire point of them is like you don't have to do anything, you just kind of walk around. Yeah, they can be It can be a lot of fun if you like that playstyle. If you don't like that playstyle, it's totally different. Wait, did I pick up the thing? I don't think I picked up. Yeah, I did. Okay. But if you don't like that playstyle, it's not gonna suit you, right? You have to play what you enjoy. But like ward loop builds are a form of auto bomber. And they're really nice, they're just really tedious to set up. Pride. Starter word loop? Yeah, word loop is an auto bomber. I think word loop's fine. It's going to be so okay, you're familiar with word loop, so you know how the flask setup works. You're depending on the keystone that gives you flask charges for empty slots, right? And so if you think about it, a lot of builds get to the point where they can have four flasks. Like there's that much investment that they have 4 flasks going. I, not knowing a whole lot about ward loop, was able to get 3, right? Which means you have 2 empty slots generating those charges. But really for ward loop, you only need 1. So even though we don't have the survival secrets gem, I think you can still do this and be fine. I think ward loop is okay. I don't think it's hurting. It honestly might be more powerful. And I say that because of the hex changes. Because you think about the attack speed of ward loop, and then the only Olroths, yeah, you could. But I think so if somebody has the investment needed to only need 1, right? Because I've seen builds that have. Let me pull it up. Let's do some research. Switch over to scene 1. Okay. So PoE Ninja builds. We'll go Olroth's Resolve. Okay, so you look at first of all these crazy DPS numbers. Yeah, so here's a word loop build, and they have 4 flasks, which means they have 100% uptime with 4 flasks. Now they're not going to get near this damage number, but if you were to remove one of these, you would still have permanent uptime without survival secrets. As a matter of fact, he doesn't have survival secrets. Because that's really the only thing we're losing is survival secrets. That's just an easy way to do it. Investment is higher, because he's going to have to do... let's see, Deadeye. Yeah, so they've got Deadeye to help them out. Although that's gonna... The Deadeye is just helping out their projectiles. Right, they're using Pathfinder over here. It's not as easy, but I think it's gonna be just fine. Can't start playing within 50 divines. It'll be harder. I think it's gonna depend on how good you are at rolling these flasks, or these medium clusters. I'm thinking about it, and one of the beautiful things with ward loop is none of these are expensive on their own, right? I think the key is you absolutely need to roll these yourself. So grab all of the peak ward gear, roll them yourself, and then find you'll have to buy an Olroth's, which is usually 1/2 divine, and then go through and do some betrayal to get your 28% quality. This is a super cheap staff that you can 6-link yourself, and then that's really all you need to get started before you have medium clusters. Once you do that, grab medium clusters and do nothing but the flask effect ones to begin with, and just roll on fasting, which isn't too terribly hard to hit. It's hard to hit two, like getting two good ones, and 35 increased effect is very, 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 very hard. But that's how I would do it. And it might even be easier now because of, well, depending on the fracture. Because the fracturing orb should allow us to, let's see. PoE, no, not PoE, aid. Go back, go to the announcements. Where are they? I was looking at them earlier. Where are the fracture jewels? Or am I just going too fast? Oh, I was going too fast. Okay. Attribute ward rares are expensive. Yes. I would not recommend going Omniscience to begin with anyway. Right, I would just go, like, once you have your basic ward loop set up, then you can just start farming. Where? Okay. Experiment with New Balance. Goodbye Archknight. Is it? No. Harness powerful gems? No. There we go. That was such a struggle for me. Fracture random modifier on a rare item with at least 4 modifiers locking into place. So, because of this, hopefully, fracturing is going to be more available to everyone, which means you can go and start rolling on things like this, right? You can make this rare. So you roll this rare and you get a couple things you want. Probably use Harvest in order to get it. And then Fracture. I think it's going to be, again, depending on how farmable these are, I think it'll be much more accessible for everyone to get very specific busters. Yeah, it might be worth me setting up a word loop just to, you know, kind of show that I think it's gonna be fine. That being said, I think people are gonna, you know, beat me to it by a long shot. People really like word loop, and it's really good. Like there's a good reason to like word loop. I will say though, I do not like. Let's see if they do what I do. They do not. So this person is doing traditional word loop. I prefer Cyclone activated word loop. How are the prices of dust and loop? Loop was very cheap. Go PoE Ninja. Loop. Heartbound loop. And you can do this with any unique. Yeah, you can see right here it was 1C, 4C, 5C. So, pretty cheap the entire time. Getting a well-rolled one, or one that had the catalyst already on it, that was a little more expensive, but you can also just get the catalyst yourself. The other thing, so dust is going to be harder, right? You don't actually need dust, you can do without dust. But it varies pretty wildly. My recommendation though is to not use dust. If you want to get started quickly with word loop, my recommendation is to do something like this. Right, so you've got a lot less damage. But what's going on here is they also don't need dust. they have survival instincts, so you'll have to find a way around that, but that can be, you can achieve that on the tree. Like instead of getting this node, you can get one of the flask nodes down here. Or again, just don't use one of these flasks. That being said, all you do is you do this. You set up Cyclone with summon skeletons and cast while channeling. So what happens is you summon your skeletons while you're cycloning, and that's happening over and over and over again, and triggering your heart loop. And then you have a second summon skeletons on a cast while damage, and then your regular cast while damage setups. In my opinion, this works out better. It feels so much better to do this, because you don't have to like perfectly balance your ward loop. Your ward loop starts when you cyclone and stops when you stop well, slows down when you stop cycloning. Yeah, that's how I would approach ward loop. But yeah, 2 dust might not be bad, but it'll really depend, because it's now a corrupt only gem. So it's no longer a random drop; it's a corrupt only. Which unfortunately means that getting one with a specific percentage is going to be harder. Yeah. I think it'll be fine. I don't think there's anything to worry about. Which is surprising to me, because while I love ward loop and I'm glad it's around, I think ward loop is a very, it's bordering on a an exploit, right? With the like the entire way it works is bordering on an exploit. Like, it almost sounds like cheat codes. Again, I love it. I'm glad it's here, and I'm glad GGG hasn't gotten rid of it, because I expected them to nerf Olroth. They haven't done that. Oh, I took off my mana flask and forgot to put it back on. What is over here? I might do that, honestly. Like, now that I'm talking about it, setting up a ward loop as my second build doesn't sound too bad. I don't know. Probably not. I probably want to do my other builds. Believe it or not, my intention last season, so I told you I started as a cast while channeling Volatile Dead. My intention was to convert that to a ward loop build as I continued through the league, and I never did, because I got onto my second build and never went back. It is very popular, and it's a good thing that it's popular and people like it. I guess the issue is, like, it's kind of the same thing with cast on death builds. Is like, if that's your answer for, if that's everyone's answer for bosses or like doing tons of damage, is it a problem? Like, at what point does Ward Loop become softcore version of Seismic Trap? You know, because in hardcore, Seismic Trap is the way. Like, you play Seismic Trap for bossing in racing scenarios. Or Detonate Dead. So, unfortunately, I don't think Ward Loop is going to be around forever. But Path of Exile players are pretty good about finding new awesome things to do. And while Ward Loop might not be around in its current state forever, BGG has been really good about not, you know, getting rid of it. I'm not going to fight this thing. This thing's too powerful. Yeah, it's really exciting watching new builds come out. Like, I think last league we had Relic of the Pact build, which I haven't done anything with, but that became something, and I think that creativity is what I think makes PoE more enjoyable than, you know, getting a Mage Blood, which I've never done. Maybe someday, but like if I sold all of my stuff from last league, I might have enough for a Mage Blood. But anytime I have like 15 Divine, I'm usually spending it on something to improve a build. Not very good at saving currency. We're just gonna do it this way then. There we go. Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good league. Alright, so we just need the... Oh, it's over here. Just need the lab trial from here. We need to not stand in that. Easy trial. All right. Go docks. What's my leveling going? It's going pretty well. Here. Even though it's not going to do me any good. You ready? Am I with Dorianis minus light res from Kalandra Electron last league? I don't think I ever tried that. Minus light res? I mean, I had 2 Dorianis builds. Because I did a Flicker Strike int stack build and then a Herald of Thunder build. And both of them used Dorianis. But I didn't see anything for minus light res. Minus lightning res. Got it, never mind. I thought you... For some reason I saw that and interpreted it as light radius, like what Darkrai Vectors takes away. I think more people were doing Lightning Strike than Smite, but yeah, pretty much anything with Lightning was great last league with Oriani's. Pretty good league for Lightning's things. Which unfortunately means that the Herald of Thunder build I made is going to be harder to put together this league, but it's probably not something I'm going to do anyway. So unfortunately, it needs the negative lightning res to like scale at all. I suppose we could probably do an Omniscience build with it. Let's see, could that work? Probably not. Herald of Thunder is so hard to scale. Which is a shame because I love the skill. It's one of my favorites. Alright. We do what we can. We're done here. That's the easiest soul fight ever. Let's go. Easy peasy. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how expensive a lot of the reworked rares are. Or not reworked rares, reworked uniques are. Because the reworked uniques look excellent. But we don't know how rare they're going to be. Because there's going to be an easy to build, hard to put together Trinity Flicker Strike for sure. You could get Crystallized Omniscience and then a Void Forge? Yeah, Void Forge. And it's just going to be an insane amount of damage. Oodles and oodles of damage. I'm pretty interested in Starforge. On everything there, yeah. Yep. It's going to be a popular one. Which, you know, is good, because it means that the sword is finally good again. But it means it might be hard to get. I wouldn't be terribly surprised if they put it on Uber Elder. That's one of the Elder items, right? Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think so many of those look super good. And Serious Disfavor also looks incredible. Which I'm very interested in. I mean, honestly, Starforge, Void Forge, and It's Serious Disfavor look incredible. And I think if I were to drop one, I would happily build around any of them. Uber Elder? You think it's gonna be Uber Elder, or it is Uber Elder right now? I kind of expect them to move it up with how much damage it does. Although, we've got new div cards for divines. I think divines are not going to be as hard to come by, hopefully. Which is going to be a pretty big deal. Like, farming divines was a little tough. Between extra div cards for divines and... why? Why are there ghosts? That one's actually not too bad. Gloves? Physical damage to attack gloves? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Probably dropping cells. Well, you know, some people like cells. So I have a fairly unpopular favorite map in that I love Silo. I really enjoy Silo. Except for the boss, who I find very annoying. But the map, Silo, I love. Yeah, we'll see where the new div cards drop. And having another Mage Blood div card is going to be great too. It's a corrupted Mage Blood, so it's, you know, it's a pretty significant gamble. But I think it's worth it. Colossal Mana Flask. There we go. Oh, need to be level 30. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a fun league. Oh yeah, and the altar changes I think are gonna be nice. I think they're gonna be good changes. Like I think overall we gained power with the amount of rewards we're going to get. I have all three busts. I do not.
Hello. What?
Can my amulet not suck? Oh. Need dexterity. Got it. Understood. Understood. Oh. Okay, I've already got that. Where in the sewers did we not go? Yeah, we're missing one. Somewhere in the sewers we haven't been. Ah, it's over there. Got it. No problem. Okay. We'll turn these in.
Stay out of the shadows.
And feel pretty good about the progress I made. It's not like amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not terrible. We're getting there. I think we'll finish this act maybe. racing times, but that's okay. With uniques being rarer now, it is highly unlikely, but getting a lucky, I think it's the Cash 2 blade would be incredible for my start. Why do you have the Copium emote on your thing for the stream? Generally speaking, Flicker Strike is not a very good league start that has so many requirements. So that's pretty much the reason. You're gonna go Precise Technique probably for your campaign? Oh, yeah, not me. I'm gonna go right as soon as possible. Are you going, where are you going? Oros, or are you going Terminus? Or are you going a different direction entirely for Flicker? For Frenzy charges? I'm in trouble. I'm gonna die to this guy. You know what? No. I'm gonna eat potions. That's what I'm gonna do. You're going Oros? Yeah, that makes sense then. Technique will be super nice for you. I don't like Gravicius. Oros is such a nice start for Flicker Strike. Are you following a Mage Fist guide, or did you make it yourself? Out of curiosity. I need to look up if Mage Fist has posted anything. I haven't seen anything from him in a while. Hello! Is it Cudez or Cudez? How do you pronounce your name? Welcome. Saw Mage Fist and he had 0 defenses. I mean, I don't know that I can talk. The build I'm currently making and planning, it has 0 defenses, which is one of the reasons I didn't put a build guide out for it. Like, I thought about going like, hey, this is my build starter or league starter. Please don't play this, because no one should play this. Fortify nodes at 40. Oh yeah, no. Okay, so this is my league starter, right? And it's got 4k HP, and then it's got armor. I mean, I've got iron reflexes, but I'm not using a I need defensive auras. So I'm not sure how good it's gonna be. It's also worth noting that, you know, I have 3 items right now. And one of those items is Abyssus, so it's I'm gonna die. And it's just one of those things that I know I'm gonna die. Let's see, if I do configuration, let's assume I have 150% fire resistance. Typing is hard. Assuming I have gear to cover my resistances, and I should also have gear that has life on it. Cold, lightning. It's not awful, and I just get some more armor, and I'll be in okay shape. My chaos res is awful, but I shouldn't die all the time, always. I'm going to die a lot, but it's one of those things that I've accepted. Steel skin on left click. Ooh, that's actually a good point. Steel skin. I have steel skin on here, or do I have Immortal Call? Steel skin might be better. Purity about Act 1 gear, yeah. Oh, I'm not too worried. I can also switch out Assassin's Mark if my crit chance is high enough with Poacher's Mark, which helps with recovery a great deal. I lose a bit of damage. This is just better damage. This is way better recovery. Oh, something to keep in mind is that 50 life on hit. Alright, is a big deal. It also solves a lot of your mana issues early on. Oh. You know what? I just realized I was doing all that talking and didn't switch scenes. Like I was sharing I was sharing my POV the entire time. And forgot to switch the scene. I'm just standing in the temple and you guys are just looking at my character standing around. Okay, yeah, so this is the POV that I did not share on purpose. Because I'm going to die. Right? Like, I only have 3 items and a Watcher's Eye that I probably won't have, but, you know. My defenses are atrocious. I'm going to die. And I don't want anyone to play this build thinking it's going to be good and thinking it's going to be I remember when I asked about a build and you did that as well. Yeah, it's I mean, this is how I think when it comes to builds. Oh yeah, you did that. No, yeah, I remember now what you're talking about, because I did the thing where I forgot to switch scenes because I'm a bad streamer. Yep. I'll get there one day. But yeah, so this is the plan for the start. And then depending on whether or not I switch, I've got other plans, right? I've got these cluster jewels over here that I'm gonna go into. It's going to be the best League starter, needs a video. I see, but I'm too late for the bait or no bait. It's too late. You're a bad streamer, Joe. I don't know about all that. I mean, you know, I'm not complaining. I like it. Ooh. That was less exciting than I thought it was. I heard the noise, got excited. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I'm excited about the League starter, even if you know, it's one thing knowing and going in, because I've played Flicker Strike since I started playing the game. Like, my first build in Path of Exile was a Flicker Strike character. So I have enough experience to know what I need to do and what I have to expect, right? I can't put up a build video and be like, this is Flicker Strike, you should league start it, because people don't know that you're gonna go into boss fights, and if you're not prepared, or you don't know the boss fight very well, you're gonna die. Because Flicker Strike is gonna put you in front of a slam, and then you're dead. So, you know, didn't want to trap people into a league starter that was going to make them not like the league. Because how you start is important. I still say the best league starter I've ever played was Pox's RF. Like 3 leagues ago, I followed Pox's RF guide. It's so smooth. Like, it's such a smooth progression the entire way. It's so good. You can say melee splash passive isn't working correctly if it's bad. Yeah. I don't know. Even so. The thing is, my desire isn't that, you know, everybody plays my build. My desire is legitimately that people enjoy the game. Because when people enjoy the game, and then they invest enough to start learning builds and learning mechanics, that's when we start getting new stuff. Because new creative ideas are how we kind of advance builds in Path. Everyone. Yeah, so like Mage Fist is a really good example. So if you go look at Flicker Strike builds, Flicker Strike builds. If you go look at Flicker Strike builds on PoE Ninja, you'll see that almost 100% of them are using double totems. They're using Ancestral and Ancestral Protector and Ancestral War Chief. I used his RF, SSF, and finished the campaign. I was in 216s in that time. Yeah, it's super smooth. It's crazy how good his guide is. And he's a really great streamer. But yeah, so if you go look at Flicker Strike on PoE Ninja, you'll notice that almost everyone is using totems, specifically Protector and War Chief. And a lot of them are using, like, they anoint Panopticon, and then they have the dual totem setup. That idea, or I suppose not the idea, but like that practice is something that Mage Fist, like, is responsible for. So his builds are the reason that Flicker Strike is built the way it is today. It really just takes one person coming over with a cool idea to, like, kind of push builds into really cool new areas. Or it, you know, takes people looking it up on PoE Ninja and being like, oh man, this is a really cool concept that I've never seen before, and then making a YouTube video about it. Go fangirling? No way. I think Mage Fist was actually the first PoE content creator that I followed. But I'm less trying to fangirl and more trying to prove or make the point that the practices that we have in PoE, or really any game with a meta, is someone learns the game to a point where they come up with something that works very well, and then we have a new practice. We have something that works very well, and we kind of stick with it for a while. And until someone else learns the game well enough and gets creative enough, then we kind of stick with that practice. And you can see that in pretty much all gaming. I remember watching some of his videos progress. He was trying crazy things. Yeah, he's a good content creator. I hope he comes back. I don't know if he's posted anything for this new league. But yeah, you can also see it in like League of Legends. The meta in League of Legends for the longest time, which I don't play League of Legends very much anymore, so I don't know if this is still the meta. But solo top, solo mid, AD carry and or carry and support bot and one jungler. That meta has been around for years, but that meta wasn't always there. Like, it wasn't the default for League. It was a single team that developed the strategy, and it was so effective that everyone else picked it up. Team Solo Mid got their name from that idea. But it's why I'm always interested in seeing new ideas from people. And it's a shame that it's so hard. Like, it's very difficult to find interesting things people are doing. Stop, that hurts. First death of the run. Let's go. Take that off. He posted 3 days ago? Sweet. I hope he's hyped. I've actually seen a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot. I've seen people who have the opinion that the latest changes are overall bad for Melee. And I see kind of what they're saying, but at the same time, I'm just like, I think we're overlooking how good some of these changes are for most Melee builds. I was in somebody's Switch chat and was talking about it, and somebody was like, "Yeah, I'm not playing Melee after GGG showed how much they hate Melee," and I was just like, I mean, they've done more for Melee in this single patch than they have in the past year. I don't know that I can agree with what you just said. But that's just my take. Oh, right. Let's grab this and grab something awful like reservation efficiency as stance skills, because I'm not going to use that. But yeah, some people were saying, like, because they're taking away strike skills which target an additional can do so from 30% further away. Their argument was that this mastery was very, very good and used, and it is, but I really don't know. Like, I've never used it, so I don't know how impactful it actually is, and I can't like speak to how impactful it actually is. But I know how impactful getting Melee for free is, or effectively for free. It makes such a huge difference. Alright, we're gonna go start picking up some critical strike chance. We're level 29. We're gonna portal out. I'm replaying Skyrim on Legendary again, actually using magic. Dude, magic is awesome in Skyrim. Honestly, everything is awesome in Skyrim. The game is great. Can't wait for the new version. I'm gonna skip this. I feel like that got weird.
I'm not saying the war is over. Goodbye.
Don't do anything I
It was used, but Free Splash I think is better. I think Free Splash is so much better. again, like an extra, in the exception of bosses, right? Which doesn't matter either way. You can't even tell it was made 11 years ago. No, not with mods. It's so fantastic. I've been wanting to play it again. But yeah, like, I don't think people understand, because it's essentially, they've given us 7 links everywhere. Like, all melee skills now have 7 links. Is almost exactly what happened there. Let's go ahead and sell this stuff. Oh wait, I need to... What do I want to do here? I mean, I guess I just sell this, and this, and this. I can fit that, so let's do that. Be good. And we go finish out the act. I can't wait for Starfield to come out. Pugs, have you watched any of the new stuff on Starfield? The latest interview with Todd actually looked like, I thought it was actually really good. They've delayed the game a bit, but I think honestly I prefer it when producers of games are just like, it's not ready. We want it to be complete. We want it to be good. We're pushing it off. I think that's very good and very healthy. And I wish more companies did it. I also wish more companies would make games for fun. But that's a whole different subject. Because I feel like gaming altogether would be just better if the question, is this fun, were asked more often. I don't know, because, okay, I don't know if you guys watched the interview, but in the interview he talks about how they've removed some of the realism from the game in the interest of fun. So they talk about how they had systems in the game, which it's a spacefaring game, so, you know, you're flying a ship around the universe. But they have systems in the game like fuel. And they had a system where if you ran out of fuel in the middle of space, you'd be stranded and you'd have to like wait for somebody to come pick you up, and they had that. It was working. It was there. But while they were like messing around with it, they were like, is this fun? Like, is this enjoyable? Do people want to do this? Like, do you want to just be like, oh no, I ran out of fuel, I forgot to do a thing, and now I'm stuck for 3 hours? Like, my progress is effectively halted for 3 hours. And I don't think the answer is yes. You know, I don't think that's a fun or engaging experience, at least not for an RPG. And I'm glad they're asking those questions. You know, it's one thing for a survival game, right? Because in a survival game, you're kind of signing up for some of those things. Like, that's what you want. You want the resource gathering. You want the management aspect. It's part of the journey. But in an RPG, it's about the experience, and it's about the story. Like, even when you don't really care about the plot, it's the immersion matters, and things that are annoying break immersion even if they're accurate. You know? Yeah, like Subnautica is a good example. Tedious is part of the experience there, and so it's a good thing. I think it was more like pirates might come by and you'd have to fight them off and steal their fuel, or a merchant might pass by and be like, hey man, you need some help, you know, something like that. But if you just manage your fuel correctly, you'd have to like stop at a planet or whatever and mine some fuel in the middle of your trip. And that was kind of the idea, is like, is this fun? Is this engaging? And the answer ended up being no. And so they removed it ultimately. Like they were like, hey, this is going to take people out of the experience of enjoying the game and make it tedious, which isn't what we're going for. And to Barry's point, right, Subnautica, that tedium is part of the game. Like, that's part of the experience, is coming from nothing and building awesome things. But even with Subnautica, you've got things that can reduce the tedium for you. Right, because you don't want the tedium forever. That's just my opinion. I don't tend to like tedium in games, but there are places where it definitely belongs. And I think the difference is hard. Because if I think something is worth my time, then that's when tedium becomes something that's worth doing. That's gonna be such a big upgrade. 5. Okay, it's not that big an upgrade. Skyrim without fast traveling everywhere is fun. Yeah. This is again a thing of tedium versus convenience and experience, is that I generally don't fast travel anywhere in Skyrim, and I don't use a horse. Like, I walk almost everywhere in Skyrim. And a lot of times I'm sneaking. Like, it takes forever, but I do it because I enjoy it. That's the style of play I enjoy. But it's I guess tedium that I choose isn't tedium, right? It's a style. Tedium that is forced upon me isn't a choice. I'm having real trouble thinking of a good example of, like, bad tedium in a video game. Yeah, I can't think of anything. If they felt it wasn't fun, good they removed it. Yeah, I agree. And I think that's the big takeaway, is that I wish more developers did that. Right? What is the thing we want to deliver? Are we delivering it? Because unfortunately more and more of the questions are what gets gamers addicted? Right? What makes people spend time in games? Not, is this game good? Is this game fun? Like, in general, I don't think AAAs are interested in in creating things like Portal. Like, OG Portal is an incredible game, but I don't think a lot of AAA developers are going to be interested in doing anything like it, because it's too short and they're not going to be able to profit more than, like, the base price of the game. And I think it's having a negative impact on gaming. And we're getting out of that phase. Like, I think it's getting better. I really hate this boss fight. I'm really bad at it. It's one of those like this is a boss fight where if you have the damage, it doesn't matter. It's so trivial. But if you don't have a lot of damage, which I do not, it's painful. What was I playing that I had just like a ton of damage? I don't even remember. Glad Einar's here though. The real question is, why is this person using Cyclone? Cyclone's not available yet. Cyclone's a 31 jewel. Oh, we're monster level 33, that's why. Got it. Never mind. I apologize. Oh, man is gone. I do this. Feel like I do that. Poison concoction? Yeah, poison concoction is super good. I don't think that was it though. I think I might have been doing a cold dot level. Because a lot of my, like if I'm leveling an Inquisitor, I'm leveling with Wintertide Brand. And Wintertide Brand is so nice. Okay. That person's gone, and I got a bismuth flask. Yeah. This is working out pretty well. You know, come to think of it, it would probably be really good for me to pick up some of those impale nodes. That would probably help me a lot. Being real honest. I also think my My Herald is saving me a little bit here. Oh, there goes the Corrupted Blood. Can't wait for all the people, the EIA Ballista people, to complain that they can't level with Helix. Helix was too strong for too long. Like, I get it. You know, Helix was a good way to level, but Helix's damage was crazy. The only reason it wasn't more popular is because people don't like playing it. But Helix does an insane, well, did an insane amount of damage. Ooh. Got a 4-link. Got a bunch of stuff. Alright, let's put some flasks on and grade up some old flasks. Now that we're finally level 30. 1. Grab these mesh boots. Quick sword. Okay. And this scroll. Lady Diala. Alright, so let's check. 37 to 79, that's pretty good. 38 to 81 with 12 to 30. That's also pretty good. Not as good as I want though. Lightning res, not great. Movement speed and life. We'll do that. There we go. Do I want a bismuth flask? I don't know yet. I do think I want that sword though. 38 to 81 versus our 40 to 84. I mean, it's not amazing, but we can do the same thing we did with that sword and make it amazing. Do we go start doing Impale? I think Impale is hurting me at this point. Or the lack of Impale is hurting me. We're so close though. A couple hours in and we're already pretty close to where we need to be for our switch over to Flicker. Which I'm very excited about. I have never liked Ballista, like Totem playstyle. I tried a Totem build last league. Not for league start, but I tried it as, let's see. Was it Mayhem that I tried it for? Or was it... I think it was Mayhem. Yeah, I did a Slam Totem build for, I think it was... what was it called? Consecrated Path. I'm not a fan. Made it all the way to like level 70 something. I couldn't get into it. Gotta go to sleep for school tomorrow. Thanks for joining, Pugs. I'm not gonna be on much longer either. We're gonna get to the next town, and that's gonna be it. We're wrapping up. But it's a good start. Pretty happy with how it's going. Only dying once is not too bad. I'm not terribly upset about that. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna die more, but we'll be okay. You too, Pugs. See you later. You don't like totems either? EA Ballista is satisfying for some reason. I think I tried EA Ballista. The issue is, so I'm doing it now. But the playstyle that I'm currently using, like the walk and then every now and then do a thing, I don't generally like that playstyle. Like I like very relaxed, like you really just have to kind of walk kind of playstyles. And so totem playstyles tend to disagree with me, at least for mapping. So I tend to not like them. The reason I like Flicker Strike so much is because I can pretty much just put Flicker Strike on R and then hold down R and let it go. You know, and then it's just movement. So a lot of that though might just be the way I arrange the buttons. Because I feel like, yeah, my primary skills usually go on clicks if I'm aiming them. But I feel like that's more stress on my hand that I just don't need. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this went. I think I've got, I mean, I don't have a solid plan, you know, because I'm not like super detailed in this plan, but I've got a good direction to go. I think if I wanted to change a couple things, what I might do is on Friday, instead of going straight for Tribal Fury and Blade of Cunning, which is what I did today, instead I'll go straight for Harpooner and then see if I can rush Forceful Skewering, although that might be a stretch. We're definitely going to pick up Harpooner. Maybe we'll go Sword Damage, the other Sword Damage route, before we start for Tribal Fury. Because I'm level, what, 32? 31? So I've got another 7 skills, or another 7 levels before I start Flicker. And that's the only, like, this is not useful to me until I start Flicker Striking. So I change that up a little bit. But other than that, pretty happy with it. Not a bad progression. It's a little bit of work. But yeah, thanks everybody so much for joining. It's going to be the best league starter for sure, maybe. Definitely, but don't play it. But do play it, but don't play it. But it's not my fault. You got it, Barry. You know what's going on. Good night, Barry. Have a good night. Thank you all for joining, and I hope to see you guys having fun and enjoying the league. I'll be streaming the league start. I don't know how long I'll be on for league start. It'll kind of depend on how that stream goes or how the start goes. I don't know how long I'll be streaming, but I'll also probably be streaming a little bit that weekend. Just going through the league start. So I'm excited. I can't wait. And I hope you guys are all hyped too. Enjoy your night. Thanks again for joining. See you next time.